Welcome to B2B Marketing Methods. I'm your host, Terri Hoffman, and I'm the CEO of Marketing Refresh. Let's face it, embracing digital marketing is daunting. This podcast was created to make it more approachable. Join me as we talk to CEOs, sales leaders, and revenue growth experts who will share lessons learned and tips from their own journeys.
Yeah. I think it's very clear that you guys believe in your product. You believe in this channel of marketing, but it's really a way to connect. And I love that you guys are very committed to it and really believe in it. Explain where your business model has shifted to now, because we're sitting in your studio. It's so well done. It's in downtown Houston in one of the well-known historical buildings, known for its architecture, and it's a really cool vibe in the office. But I would really love it if you'd explain your offering now and where you've found your sweet spot in the market.
Yeah, I think one is we believe in story, and we will die on that hill that it is creatively an important part of any brand. And we show that. We show that in not just the quality and output of our work for ourselves and our customers, but even in the office that we selected. The story here is a beautiful story. And we just embed that story is ingrained in everything we do. And so business model wise, we have always had a studio since inception. We just kept it private. We only used it for our clients. And after we developed that process in stealth in a lot of ways and only used it for our clients, and then we kept getting requests. Hey, could we book out your studio? Could we do this? It was kind of an underground thing. And we went back and forth on whether we wanted to have like a publicly facing studio, and finally decided after we had built the team and built the process enough that we were ready to do that. So this is actually the first year that we opened the studio publicly. Part of that was all about space and getting the right space for us, checking the P's and Q's of logistics and what the experience we wanted to create was in studio. And so we pulled the trigger on that this year, and it's been extremely foundational for us in the sense that, one, as a business owner, you want to develop different profit centers. So that's obviously one strategic move. But the other is that all of our products, what we're really creating here is an ecosystem of things that fit into the content creation suite of what our clients need. Yeah. And so it's just back to taking that feedback. But we have an agency model that is retainer based or project driven, if you will. And then we have a studio that you can book that is more specific, like instantaneous purchase. But it really was about diversification and the scale of pushing the quality of what we wanted to do for ourselves and allowing others to take part in that too, whether they used us as an agency or not.
Yeah. I think what's really interesting to it, as a marketer, I would call it part of your values, is you guys really focus on quality and the experience. Just for the listeners to know, I walked in today and you guys were thoughtful enough to find a playlist that I don't even remember how you knew that I liked that playlist, but that was on, right? To get me in the right frame of mind and the right comfort level. And I mean, we're going to talk about this, but one of the things that's hard about podcasting is you could be on camera, but at a minimum, you're going to hear your own voice. And a lot of people just don't like that. And so the more comfortable you can make everybody feel and to create that better experience. And that goes down all the way to like the microphone can be tilted at the easy angle to adjust. Don't worry, I won't move it too much. But, things, little details like that. And, having me with a black shirt sit on the side that has the green plants behind me. Those little details really add up to the quality that I think you guys deliver and you focus on, and you don't miss any little detail. And those are things that if you're building a really high quality B2B brand, they matter, right? My podcast typically is at the other end of the spectrum. It's more of a DIY approach. And I think, I've seen a lot of value out of that, but I think for larger organizations that have a large sales organization and they have a brand that's in multiple millions of dollars in value and they're trying to grow it, that quality really makes a big difference.
100%. It's a reflection of their company. And thank you for saying that. I don't take it lightly. We don't let up on anything when it comes to details. I think anybody who works on our team would vouch for that. We stress about the small things. We really, when we came out, there was a lot of studios and even agencies focused on business to consumer. And for us, honestly, Ray and I just love business to heck. And so we decided to focus only on B2B. We felt like we could bring the cool factor, the wow factor, to B2B specifically. And so we pride ourselves on being the studio for executives.
Yeah.
Everything from the fact that there is valet parking, that there is a Uber drop off, there is fresh coffee, tea, water, there's somebody to greet you when you get here. Every single detail about that experience and what that team expects is something that was very thought out. And it's because it is a reflection of our brand. It is a reflection of quality. And it's also a reflection of experience for them and their guests. For us, the brands that are coming, they're bringing their best people in their network. And we really view ourselves as an extension of their brand, and we want to represent them well. So we stress on the small stuff because we want to add to their brand equity, both in terms of the value that we provide on the back end with content, but also the experience. It sets the precedent for everything about how that company operates. And that's what I hear most often when it comes to this conversation of quality or not quality is you can put things out and you can do things in a way where it negatively affects your brand equity and in the marketplace and how people view you. And so I 100% agree. Obviously, I'm a stickler for quality, that's why people find this important at the level that they choose to do it with us. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm sure it's been hard to stick to that standard at times because it's not like when there are other options out there, there's a spectrum of prices, right? And so you guys know exactly who your audience is, you know where you're positioned, and it's important to hold that standard of quality, I think, for the companies and brands that you work with.
Thank you for listening to B2B Marketing Methods. Please be sure to follow us on your favorite podcast channel and leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you and connect. You can find me on LinkedIn or visit our company website at marketingrefresh.com.